What's up everyone, welcome back to All Things Entertainment with me, Santa, Christian behind the camera, as always, doing the 2018 Toyota Rav4. Where? Mother! This is the base model, which is the LE version. And so you get cloth seats, you get no push start, you get a key and everything. And so far, I've been driving this for about 20 minutes now. I'm just looking around, and it's just a classic new Toyota. Actually, pretty much classic any Toyota. It's just cheaply made, pretty cheap to buy, and just basic. I want to go over the sound system really quick, because we just tested it out. And it's not loud at all. Like, we're doing Bluetooth, with our phone turned all the way up, and the system turned all the way up. I can still hear it, barely. So, it's not super loud, and I know I'm not deaf, so. But it doesn't distort, so it is one of the better sound systems so far, in my opinion, that we've tested. This thing sucks. It's not super slow, but it's not crazy fast either. I wouldn't say it's under powered, I'd say it's just about right. So it is a base model Toyota, but it still does have lane departure warning and I think some predictive crash something, where it detects how close you are to the car in front of you and how fast it's coming up, and if it thinks you're gonna hit it, it'll basically beep at you and then apply the brakes. So Tristan behind the camera, he actually has a 2017. It's a 2017 Toyota CHR. Basically it's the same car, just a lot smaller. It's more of a crossover. Anyways, he has a Toyota CHR 2017. And oh, okay, so I see there's little lines almost like a Tesla, and it reads the lane line. So let me see if I can. Oh, it is steering back on its own. That's pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's basic Toyota stuff. As I was saying, Tristan's Toyota CHR has the same screen in the dashboard, same radio. It's just like more of a touch screen than all these buttons. It's actually kind of nicer. And it's more or less the exact same car. This is just a lot bigger. This is an SUV, of course. It does have 2 rows of seats. That's about all I know of it. I do have a message for Toyota. Stop building your cars so cheaply. I mean, we were parked earlier, and I literally just grabbed the shifter knob. I think you got it on video, right? But I just grabbed the shifter knob and it just untwisted, like it wasn't even tight. I don't know, maybe someone else that drove this car loosened it up, but it was just came right off, and then this just came off, like it wasn't even tight. Toyota, what are you doing? Every single time a Toyota builds a car without a push start, with a keyed ignition, you gotta put the key in, turn it. They just put the cheapest plastic around that ignition, so people go for the key to put the key in, and they can't find the hole, and it just scratches so easily without any force. So if you want to get a shot of that real quick, Tristan here, you can see it's just torn up. It's awful. I am somewhat surprised though on one thing of this car. It is the first 2018 car I have seen so far that still has a manual handbrake. No other car, every single car these days, even Tristan's CHR, another modern Toyota, has an electronic parking brake. As soon as you put it in park, you hear meow, and the rear parking brake, the electronic parking emergency brake, automatically engages by itself, and there's a little switch you can pull, and it'll turn on the parking brake. If you hear any noises coming through the microphone, I have some stuff in the trunk that's sliding around. It's a very sizable trunk, by the way. It's a lot of space back there. When I first got into this Rav4, I noticed one thing. In my opinion, this dash is hideous. It looks like it was made by a 2-year-old drawing with broken crayons. I could have threw up onto this dash to make it look better. It does remind me of the old Toyota FJs, basically the Land Cruisers, and it feels rugged, and it feels like it's built well, but it also feels like it's trying too hard. I mean, this center display. This is where the radio is with events. It's just like, it's just in your face, and then you look over and you have your dash, your gauge cluster, which says to Honda Civic from Fast and Furious. It's just way overdone, and I can't see anything. I mean, the dashboard's at maximum brightness, and it's still super dim. So personally, I think Toyota did something wrong with the interior, at least in the front seat. Or not. All right, cool. Got another Rav4 and another Rav4. I feel like I've just joined a cult by entering this car now, but I'm scared, so we should probably leave. Why 2 different Rav4s and your neighbors are leaving at the exact same time as I'm pulling up in a Rav4? Something's not right. Go! There's my stuff in the trunk again. Okay, so this car does have a sport mode. It's a base model RAV4 with a sport button. Okay, so the display lights up a little red. Okay, instantly, as I expected, nothing's changed. I did expect the steering to become heavier, but it feels a little bit heavier. It's really inconsistent though. It's like light and heavy. So it goes light when you're turning fast, and then it heavies up. It was like that before, but it wasn't. I don't feel like it was as drastic, but that might just be me. Alright, maybe the throttle response is a little better. It feels the exact same. It just lit up a little red color on the display. Other than that, it doesn't feel any different. I think it's more just a gimmick than an actual feature. Okay, so I'm just checking out the back seat here. It is a 2-row seater car, which is a shame. I feel like we could have fit a small 3rd row. But as I was looking around back here, I did pull down the center armrest, and I don't understand why Toyota decides to have square cup holders. I mean, I guess you could fit a circle in here, but I mean, my squares. That's pretty cool. In the center display, it actually plays a little animation when you open and close the doors. That's pretty cool.
Sometimes when you're here